Imagine two people, same age, same city, same job, same salary. 10 years later, one owns a home, has investments, and wakes up without financial stress. The other is still living paycheck to paycheck, deeper in debt, wondering where all the money went. Same starting point, completely different outcomes. What happened? It wasn't luck. It wasn't connections. It wasn't even talent. It was the way they thought about money. Today, we're going to break down the exact mindset differences between people who stay broke and people who build wealth. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you're going to look at your own financial habits in a completely different way. Let's get into it. Here's the first and most important difference. And most people never even realize it's happening inside their own head. A poor mindset operates from scarcity. Deep down, it believes there's a limited amount of money in the world. That if someone else wins, you lose. That wealth is something only certain people get to have, and you're probably not one of them. A rich mindset operates from abundance. It believes opportunity is everywhere. That someone else's success is proof that success is possible, not a threat to yours. Think about the last time a friend or colleague got a promotion or started a successful business. What was your first reaction? Was it genuine excitement? Or was there a quiet voice in your head that felt a little bitter? That reaction is data. It tells you exactly which mindset is running the show. Here's what's powerful about the abundance mindset. It makes you curious instead of jealous. Instead of thinking, why them and not me? You start thinking, what did they do? And what can I learn from it? Find one successful person in your field and study them this week. Not to compare yourself, but to extract lessons. Their success is a roadmap, not a threat. Let me paint you a picture that might feel uncomfortably familiar. It's payday. Money hits the account. And suddenly, everything feels possible. A new outfit, dinner out, that gadget you've been eyeing, a few online impulse buys, and just like that, gone. This is the poor mindset's relationship with money. Money comes in, money goes out, and somehow there's never enough left to build anything. Rich thinkers operate on one simple rule: pay yourself first. Before the bills, before the fun, before anything. A percentage goes straight into savings or investments. Non-negotiable, automatic, done. Here's the math that should keep you up at night. If you invest just £200 a month starting at age 25 with average market returns, by the time you're 55, you'd have over £200,000. That same £200 spent on takeaways and impulse buys? Gone forever. The rich don't earn more and then save. They save first and then spend what's left. Practical tip: set up an automatic transfer on payday. Even £50 or $50 to start. Make it automatic so you never have to decide. The decision kills the habit. Here's something nobody talks about enough. Money is terrifying for a lot of people. Not because they're weak, but because nobody ever taught them. No school class, no family conversation, just silence, and then suddenly you're an adult expected to understand mortgages, taxes, investments, and pension plans. So what happens? People avoid it. If they don't understand it, they ignore it. They keep their head down and hope it works itself out somehow. Spoiler, it doesn't. The wealthy have a completely different relationship with financial discomfort. They lean into what they don't know. They read books, listen to podcasts, take courses, and ask questions without embarrassment. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people who ever lived, still spends 5 to 6 hours a day reading. Not because he has to, because he knows that knowledge is what got him there. You don't need to become a financial expert overnight, but you do need to start somewhere. Practical tip: pick one financial topic this week: compound interest, index funds, or budgeting basics. Spend 20 minutes learning about it. That's it. Small steps, done consistently, completely change your financial trajectory. All right, this is the one that might sting a little, but I'd rather be honest with you than comfortable. The poor mindset is addicted to blame. The economy is broken. Taxes are too high. My employer doesn't pay fairly. The housing market is impossible. My parents never taught me anything. The system is designed to keep people like me down. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Some of that might actually be true. But here's the problem with blame. It feels satisfying in the moment, and it destroys your future in the long run. Because the moment you make your situation someone else's fault, you hand them the power to fix it. And they won't. Rich thinkers take radical ownership. Not because life is always fair, it isn't. But because responsibility is the only thing that gives you the power to change your situation. When you say, I am here because of my choices, you're also saying, I can make better choices and end up somewhere different. That's not self-blame. That's self-empowerment. Practical tip. This week, identify one financial problem in your life. Instead of asking, whose fault is this? Ask, what is one action I can take to improve this? Then take that action. We live in the most tempting financial environment in human history. Buy now, pay later. 0% interest for 6 months. One-click checkout. Flash sales that expire in 10 minutes. Every single system around you is engineered by very smart, very well-paid people to get you to spend money right now without thinking. And the poor mindset falls for it every time. Not out of stupidity, but because nobody taught them to think differently. The question a poor mindset asks, can I afford the monthly payment? The question a rich mindset asks, in 5 years, will I be glad I spent this money, or will I wish I'd invested it instead? That single question, asked consistently, is worth thousands of pounds or dollars over a lifetime. The wealthiest people in the world are famously boring with their money in the short term. They drive ordinary cars. They live in houses smaller than you'd expect. They say no to things that don't serve their long-term vision, not because they can't afford it, but because they're playing a different game entirely. Practical tip. Before any non-essential purchase over £50 or $50, wait 48 hours. Ask yourself, is this moving me forward, or just making me feel good right now? Often, the urge disappears. When it doesn't, then it's probably worth it. Last one, and this might be the most important for your generation specifically. The poor mindset chases security. One stable job, same routine, no risks. Keep your head down and hope nothing goes wrong. And look, stability isn't bad. But here's what nobody tells you. In today's world, one income stream is the risky option. Companies downsize. Industries change overnight. AI is reshaping entire job markets as we speak. The rich mindset obsesses over growth. Not just financial growth, personal growth. New skills, new income streams, new connections, new knowledge. They ask themselves, how can I become more valuable? How can I earn in multiple ways? How can I build something that works even when I'm not working? They start side projects. They freelance. They invest. They build audiences. They create products. And yes, most of it fails at first, but each failure sharpens them. And eventually, something works. The most dangerous words in personal finance are, I have a steady job. I'll be fine. Practical tip. Identify one skill that could earn you extra income. Writing, design, coding, consulting, teaching. Commit to 30 minutes a day for the next 90 days. You won't recognize your options by the end of it. Let's land this. Poor mindset. Scarcity spending. Fear. Blame. Short-term thinking. Comfort. Rich mindset. Abundance, investing, learning, ownership, long-term thinking, growth. Here's what I need you to really hear. This is not about how much money you currently have. It's not about your background, your education, or where you grew up. Mindset is a choice, and it's a choice you can make right now. Every single wealthy person you admire started with beliefs before they started with money. They decided, before the evidence was there, that they were capable of building something. And then they acted like it. You don't need to overhaul your entire life today. Pick one thing from this video. Just one. The 48-hour rule. The automatic savings transfer. The one financial topic to learn this week. One thing. Because wealth isn't built in a single dramatic moment. It's built in the small, boring, consistent decisions made every single day by people who decided their future was worth showing up for. That can be you. It starts with how you think. And it starts today. If this hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment telling me which mindset shift you're working on first. I read every single one. And subscribe because every week we break down exactly how to think, earn, and build smarter.